You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Hello. What is going on out there in the world today? It's probably very cold. It's very cold here. I'm actually home in Mississippi and it is dreadfully cold. Oh my goodness. Well, I thank you guys for being here tonight. With the kid. I'm your host, dini-mussolini. There are 28,000 of you guys on the line with us tonight, and I appreciate each and every one of you as always. You guys are so faithful to call in into the show because you can be anywhere in the world, but you choose to listen in with actually, you could be anywhere in the world. This is internet radio. Incredible technology, right? Of course. All right, so, thing I want to talk to you guys about, just real brief, is I just want you to think about it. Whatever you dwell upon, it grows. The more emotionally and intensely you think about something and concentrate on it, the more it grows and expands. So what do you think about? Do you constantly think about your problems? Then they will increase. Instead, my friends, dwell upon your goals. You can only hold one thought in your mind at a time. So get in the habit of substituting positive thoughts for negative ones. That is why goals are so important. They give you something positive to focus on. When you continually think about your goals, there's simply no room left for negative thoughts. Your subconscious mind is a powerful resource that can work for you or against you. The subconscious mind makes no judgments. It just simply carries out the order sent to it by the conscious mind. When you focus on the positive things that you want to achieve, when you repeatedly visualize them in detail, you are sending commands to your subconscious mind. Once you've given it a clear direction, your subconscious will find a way to bring your goals into reality. Constantly think positive thoughts. That is my word, and word is bond. Take it from me, dini-mussolini.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music or Inside the Book. Inside the Business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. So one time for my people who are indigos, crystalline or starseeds, or for my Vigilantes audience family, and 2 times for my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 4 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, movies, and research in every aspect, and we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award-winning artists to nominees to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology geniuses, visual artists, from authors to professors and aliens. or people who think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out. To book an interview or just to share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. And that's V as in Victor. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do, and together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people who should hear it. So let's create something incredible. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Text that number to your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the homepage, you can slap that go live button and you'll be right here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. Feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much and we take up the entire hour. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, iTunes, YouTube, or any app from the Google Play or iTunes Store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we ever aired.
Well, tonight's interview is the Mikey Smit interview part 2. That's right, part 2, his second time here, and we're so glad that he is here. So yeah, stick around as we dive deep with this brother and get some more information out of him, because that's what we do. All right, we turn our guests upside down and shake them, and gather all the knowledge and insights and cool little tidbits that come out of their pockets. Well, I mean, out of their mind. And we store them in ours, and, we become fans and admirers of their work. All right, but before we do all of that, we have to do this.
Wow! Do you have an idea that needs to get out there? PitchYourIdeas.org is looking for people with ideas to get to the industry.
PitchYourIdeas.org is looking for people with great ideas to get to the industry and to the public. Do you have ideas that need to get out there? Go to PitchYourIdeas.org and get your ideas out there.
PitchYourIdeas.org is looking for people with great ideas to get to the industry and to the public. Do you have ideas that need to get out there? Go to PitchYourIdeas.org and get your ideas out there. PitchYourIdeas.org is looking for people who don't know what to do with your talent or ideas. People who have ideas, inventions, movie scripts, TV scripts, and ideas that will entertain, inform, or make things better should go to PitchYourIdeas.org.
And there you have it, PitchYourIdeas.org. If you have ideas in your cranium or on your hard drive, visit PitchYourIdeas.org. If you don't know what to do with them, they work in the music industry, the TV, movie, music, inventions. They do it all. PitchYourIdeas.org. Visit them today. All right, so it'll be so cool to talk again with Mikey Smit. He's a genuinely radical guy. And, as I mentioned, 2017 has been an inspiring year already in meeting some truly focused artists, actors, CEOs, authors, and bands, and Mikey Smit is one of them for certain. I'm going to really enjoy this interview personally from a creatorship and artistic point of view. It's going to be awesome to talk about No Look with him, how it was made, what all went into making it, but also really awesome to hear how he wants to be remembered and what will confirm his place in our musical archives forever and ever. And Mikey Smit came out sparkling on the other side of his latest recording. And the way that it was recorded, made, and achieved is a lot more free and organic in nature, as he'll get to tell us in his own words better than I could ever do, in this interview monologue. So, with that, let's go ahead and invite him onto our show. Mikey, man, you're now live in the mix with all of us. How's it going, and how are you feeling?
It's going good, and I'm feeling good.
Yes, sir. That is what's up, man. Welcome back, man.
Yeah, it's good to be back, man. Yeah, everything's been great, man. I can't complain. All I've been doing is just working hard. That's why I missed the last interview, but you know what I'm saying. We can say that for something else.
Yes, sir. It's all good, man. We'll always be around, you know, as the good Lord willing. Vigilantes Radio will stand strong.
That's what's up, yeah. Always.
Definitely. So, man, thank you so much, you know, for taking some time to talk music with us. Bring us all up to current with what's been going on with you now. I mean, all this work, I want to hear all about it. What's up?
Okay, basically, I've been in and out of the studio creating like 3 new projects because it's like the top of the year, so I want to just like, I put this project out and I got like such a good response from it, so I'm really like cooling out. I already had music like stashed away, so I'm using some of that. I also been, from all of this inspiration that's been going around, I also been creating like a lot of new music. I've been creating a lot of new beats and just doing different things and everything like that. Like I've been just doing different. I've been how can I say this? I've been like in the scientist in the lab, just, you know, with my white coat on, mixing different formulas. You know, I mean, you know, and and at the same interim, I'm helping different artists do what they got to do, whether it's producing or I'm helping them write or helping them with their film projects or pitches and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Put people on.
So you mentioned that a lot of inspiration is going around. So what exactly is inspiring you so much?
The holidays. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, you know, waking up, it was about to be Christmas, you know, you just like, oh man, you already up. Your parents not even up yet. You already up. It's like, what, 3 a.m, you looking out the window. When is the daylight coming? You know? So I'm like, I still kind of got that feeling in me, you know. The adolescence is kind of still, you know, I'll be feeling that. So when I get that, sometimes that bring a lot of inspiration, and then all of this new music coming out from different new artists that I you know, I appreciate. It's going around, so I'm like, yeah, it's a good year. It's nice right now, so, you know, It's time.
Yeah, man, there's definitely magic in like the winter air for some reason. And I could imagine, man, you being like a kid, you know, just anxious to jump back in the studio to work on something new. I feel that. Yeah,
it's like every day, man. Even when I'm at work, I'll be sitting there just writing rhymes, like right quick. Anything that come to my head, like every minute, every second I get it. If it come to my head and it's hot, like I gotta write it down. It's like, yeah, okay, we gonna stash that. All right, that might be good for later.
For sure. All right, man. So from our last conversation, I don't believe that we discussed favorites and personal inspirations. Who is your favorite artist and how have they inspired you to create?
My favorite overall artist, like you saying artist, you didn't say rappers or MC, so I'm gonna say artist. My favorite overall artist, I said to date, but Prince. Just because of what he did musically, you know what I'm saying? His style was a little bit crazy over to my liking, but, you know, it was for him, you know, it was cool for him. That was Prince. That's just him, you know. But musically, him behind the boards, whoa, I was amazed. Guitar, drums, you know, then he's singing on the track. I'm like, all right, okay. That was the man, and everybody was talking about Mike, and then Mike, he did some writing and everything, you know, dancing, and it was a nice show. I love Michael Jackson. That's my man too. I believe his voice is better than Prince's, but at the same time, musically though, that boy Prince was something else.
Yeah, man, that's always the big debate. Who was better, Mike or Prince? I'm a Michael fan, so of course I'm a side with Michael. But, you know, I have to give Prince his props because, you know, he was definitely a musician. He was a creator. Mike created some, but not too often. Man, Prince was all over every instrument. And you know, I'm glad. Well, put it this way: you don't agree with some of the stuff Prince did as as style. So I guess we don't have to worry about Mikey Smit rapping with his ass cheeks out, which is cool.
nah, stay on that.
For sure. Good answer.
That's too wild.
Yeah. I mean, you never know, man. One of these rappers may try something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot going down right now.
Yeah. All right. So, who is your favorite? Yeah, let's change subjects real quick. So, who is your favorite rapper?
My favorite rapper, like, all right. I can't even stunt, man. I as much as, cause I know I'm gonna see him one day, but like, as much as I don't want to stunt. Like, that's my guy. You know, Nas is the dude. But
yeah,
for some reason, I just be like, nah. As soon as I open, but he was the first rapper that opened my mind, though. Like, I would have to say that. Like, he was the first rapper that, because when I heard One Mic, I got switched everything about everything I did when I was writing. So I was like, oh, his whole approach was different. And then I'm like, all right. And then I got the artists like Mos Def and Talib and all of them. It's like, whoa. And then Black Thought is like, whoa. You know what I mean? Way different.
Crazy freestyle.
Whoa, for real. And then, it's hard to say favorite rapper, because my favorite rapper, like the dude, yeah, I gotta go with Nas though. That's the dude.
Yeah.
So for me, like, his stature and his like the way like his legend status in the game, like that's A1.
Yep. Now, I'm not surprised you named Nas. I mean, he's a lyrical beast, and then you named a lot of other lyrical beasts like, Talib Kweli. You're lyrical too, but does your picks and chooses come because you're from New York, so it's kind of expected of you guys to be, lyrical beasts?
I mean, like, I'm not from New York, but I'm from the East Coast, so I mean...
Yeah, that's why I meant the East Coast.
It's all right. I get that a lot, but, like, being from the East Coast, it's like, I don't know, it's like a hereditary thing, Maybe some people, like, you got people like Fetty Wap, Fetty Wap got heat, but if you see when Fetty Wap was coming up, he was spitting. He wasn't doing what you see him doing.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, I saw a video and I was like, oh, he could really rap. All right, he was really rapping, and then he could really sing too. So, all right, people find their own lane and then they shoot for the stars with it.
I don't know about that, man. I heard a live performance with him singing, and oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. But then I saw something else, and I was like, maybe something was just off that day. He must have been high or something.
Okay, well, I need to check that out then and change my opinion. Because right now, that brother can't sing with me.
Yeah, and I feel you though. It is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a tie between him or JJ Icefish.
Oh, I can't hear him. I can't hear that dude. Like, I turned it off.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Oh man, what? Dang. Who playing that? Hey, hold on.
Right. Shut your Facebook off.
Yeah.
All right, man. If you could work with any artist in the game, living or dead, who would you choose and why?
Work with. That's a good question.
Any artist.
Any artist. That's crazy. I really don't know his personality or anything, but I would love to work with this guy named Flying Lotus. Like,
never heard of him.
Dang, he's not a vocal artist. He's he's a visual and a producer. Like he makes beats. Like he's like a Jay Dilla type of guy. Like a guy. Like I gotta put him in that category. But he's like official. And like I thought you might have heard of him, but you know what I mean. Like when I first heard his music and his beats and the way he created them and the style, I even did a whole mixtape to it. You know, it's on that Piff. And I just went into a whole creative zone and I created a character or whatever, and I just went to some other lane. I was mad. I was like, I think I was just fresh out of high school. So, you know, thoughts and then, you know, hearing different rappers and how they was going, I just wanted to do something different. So when I heard his beats and I just went out of wherever I was, like, I always wanted to work with that dude, like in the same lab, you know what I'm saying? It's like seeing how his workflow and then how we can like intertwine that, you know what I'm saying? How it can bounce ideas. Yeah, that's the guy right there.
Definitely. Who has he produced for?
Cool. He did, well, artists that you would know, like out there, I would say Kendrick.
Okay.
He's done stuff with George Clinton.
Okay.
Who else? Bilal.
Okay.
And Erykah Badu. Yep. Who else? There's a couple people.
Dope.
Man. Yeah, a couple people. I can't think of the other names off the top, but yeah, I've seen him do work with a couple people. I've been waiting for him to do beats. So I've been wondering why like huge artists don't go and do his beats. Like I've seen Kendrick do it, and then I'm like, what's up with everybody else? That dude got some crazy joints over there. But I don't know. I haven't seen it happen yet.
Yeah, I have to dig into it, see who he is, see what tracks he produced. But yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
Hey, he a cold dude.
Cool. All right, man. Any upcoming touring or live shows planned to support the release of your latest single, No Look, from your EP, You Don't Know Me?
As far as like live performance or touring, I'm not planning on doing that until next year. You know, we already in the last bit of the days for the year. So yeah, that's already planned out for next year. We're gonna get a good year cracking off. We're gonna get the ball rolling straight into the year. I'm already
leaving? Go ahead. Oh no, I'm not leaving, but like as far as like shows and everything, I would say like maybe like around the springtime when like all of the parties is about to start cracking off, everybody start getting warmed up off of this weather. But you know, because I'm gonna start it off with like new music. I'm gonna drop a sequel to this EP. Nice.
So yeah.
I meant like, do you plan on leaving California for a few of the shows?
Oh yeah, like I know I'm about to go to New York sometime in August. So I plan on doing and linking up with a few promoters out there. I'm gonna be out in Hartford, Connecticut too, sometime next year. So I'm planning on everywhere I go when I travel, because there's a couple places I might go, but those two places are like the beginning of the year all the way up to August. I got planned out. So anytime after August, like, because I might step out somewhere else, you never know. So yeah, things might fall.
Cool,
dude. Yeah, I'm gonna be out in New York for about like. No, I was just saying like I was about to be out like New York for like about a week, but yeah, you never know. That's what That's what I said again. Yeah.
Gotcha. In your opinion, in your experience rather, what's the biggest challenge for you in bringing like a song to the stage as opposed to bringing them into the studio?
bringing them to the stage, I would have to say it depends on how the artist is even thinking about going into the studio, recording that exact song, what kind of song it is, how you feeling, do you think you feel like you should record it? There's so many questions an artist is going to ask themselves, let alone people around them. People around them might be saying one thing, but that artist might be feeling another thing.
Right.
So, you know, it goes both ways. But at the same time, I would have to say, like, it might all the way to some artists. It might, like, for me, it'll always boil down to me, like how I feel about it. Like every song on this EP, I feel like I could perform everything. Like I could perform this EP all the way through, and I'll be straight. Like I feel like I could do that with this EP. You know.
Yeah, that's a dope thing. We can do that.
Yeah, it's only about 9 songs. Somebody give me like 25 minutes. Boom, you done.
Cool. So, Mikey, what's on your mind state, or what's your mind state going forward when it comes to support?
When it comes to the support, I'm about to hit. We're gonna hit the streets.
Yeah,
that's a major factor. That's a key thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, internet is cool, but when you out here talking to people and politicking and connecting, that really goes on. Because word of mouth is a lot. It's crazy. You know, it's just as crazy as a tweet that just went crazy. You know, so yeah. You know that's pretty much the. Well, I've been doing some ground footwork, but at the same time, with creating, you also have to slowly build an outside team that you can go out and network and jump off, you know. So, you know, at the same time, through the year and the especially at the end of this year, since I dropped the EP, it's been a lot more of that kind of building type of thing, you know. So when I do start going out here and linking up, it's going to be a lot smoother, you know, right. Just off the strength.
Yes, sir. Now, I may be reading this wrong, but I get the impression that you really have a lot to say to your doubters and haters. Like, something has bothered you for some time. I don't know, man. I'm on the outside, you know, trying to peep in and get all Oprah-like on you. But seriously, tell us what's important here to convey to those naysayers.
On this song, it's just, you know, because you... like, let me get into it. At the end of the day, you want people to love you and love what you do, you know. They, at the beginning, they always, you know, it was super, super, super support. And I'm talking about closest people, you know, yeah. People you might have grown up with or even sometimes family, you know. So, and then it be people that be connected to those people that you might run into, that you might have, they might not know nothing about you, but they might have a good connection with you just cause they heard something, or, you know, walls have ears, whatever. But for that, I just gotta say, you know, that's another reason for the whole project and the fact I named it You Don't Know Me, you know. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad you pointed that out because, you know, through the years, some of my closest people, like, I've been feeling like, oh, dad, bro. But, you know, I never really want to talk about it. You know, ain't nobody want to talk about all that stuff. That's water under the bridge. But you still be like, after that happened, you always like, you got your right eye up or something like that, you know. At least that's how I feel, because you never know. You know, for me, I'm like, you'll never know. Mm-hmm. I don't know, you could be still feeling some type of way, you know. I'm going to do me, but what's up? I'm a love regardless, but if you can't accept for me what I'm going to do, then, my man, I can't sit around with somebody with their right eye up on me all the time, you know. that's not cool. I don't like that energy. So, you know, especially for a person like me, I know how I roll. I roll with love all day. You know, I can't. But what's up? We people at the end of the day, so it is what it is. But yeah, you know, people gonna be people. You know, thoughts gonna be thoughts. And then at the same time, I always get my answers to what I'm putting out. Because at the end of this year, like what dawned on me is, I just had it in my head. What dawned on me? Why did he leave? Oh, yo, this is bad. But because the answer to that whole thing was just in my brain. Like, you know, it was on the tip of my tongue. I was just about to say it, but it just, you know, wind just came by. But like, yeah, the whole you don't know me, and like it just stems from, you know, the emotions from that type of support, and then all of a sudden you ain't having that from some of your day ones, and it's, you know, that kind of hit home. You know what I mean? Whether it's friends or family, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I can attest to that.
And then once it feel like, to me sometimes I'll be like, yo, you scared? You're like, what you scared of? Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause I be going hard for it, and they be like, no, maybe we should just, you know, chill. Cause nah, man, I don't know chill, bro. I'm like, I don't think you don't know me, dog. I don't know chill. Like, this is what I do.
Right.
Like, man, if I say it, then that's just what it is. You know, and then some of the people I be around, they be the most talented people I know. Will be like, dang, man, yo, you good? You should be doing this. Nah, I'm alright. Alright.
Right, yeah. I think we all encounter people like that at some point in our lives. Like, you just be mad talented and they just don't see a future in it, so they give it up.
Yeah. I mean, if a vision is implanted in you, but some people got the talent, but they don't got a vision. So if you ain't got the vision, so I guess that's just what that is. But if you got both, and you just got a vision in this, and you was birthing, it was birthing you. Like, you see, like, you can see yourself there. You don't know how you gonna, but that's just you. That's all you see. You know, if you seeing it like that and it's vivid to you, like, that's how I feel. I just see it, you know. I'm saying it to you, but I see it too. You know, I could really literally like see Mikey Smit. Yo, that's the dude, right? Oh, I could really see that. But you know, some people can't really see that. People tell them every day, oh, you should be doing something. Somebody should be doing this. And then some people, I guess, they got mind complex to where it's like they let that sit there, and then that just eat them up in their head. So it's like, dang, nobody is doing nothing, and then they not doing the footwork themselves, and they not really wanting it. It's just a bunch of people telling them they should be doing this or they should be somewhere like that, and they not knowing that it come with a, like, you gotta show something. Like, you can't just sit there and let people just tell you and you just showing yourself like somebody just going, like, you gotta walk up the block too. You know, you can't just be right here. So,
oh yeah,
hey, yeah. That, I mean, you know, that's how I feel about that part.
Okay. All right. So, in 30 years after you are inducted into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame, or labeled as the greatest of all time, how would you like the world to remember Mikey Smit?
You know, at the end of the day, as much as I do, or as much as I can do, or I train myself to do, I want to be remembered still as somebody that you know, was just of service, you know, that was like, yeah, he was that man, but he still did so much, you know, like, you know, he had like a huge heart, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, I do, you know, I got love for everybody. I feel energies. We feel energies if you really like connect like that, you know. You can feel, you know, that's a person like you. You know, you can feel another person right in front of you. Like you don't just feel somebody. You don't look in back behind you if you feel the person walk in the room quiet. You felt somebody. You felt the energy walk in, so you look back. Even if you didn't hear somebody walk in the room, and somebody still walked in the room. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you ain't hear no creak in the door or nothing, but somebody walked in the room. You happen to look back, and somebody is really in the room. You're like, oh, you felt that energy. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Somebody really in here. I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
That's where people get them ghost images and all of that. I mean, yeah, you have those, you know, spirit world. You know, if you believing in God and the Most High and everything, you gotta believe in everything else. So it can't shake you for if you really did. So I guess there's some things I'm allowed to feel, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. You know?
Cool deal. Yeah, I get you. All right, man. How secure does the music dream feel these days for you? Is it, you know, clearly a part of your reality now?
I mean, yeah, it's always been a part of my reality. It was just a matter. Only thing I would really have a problem with, even like not so much now, but like younger days when I wasn't really like knowledgeable, but I would always have a problem with like how. Like I got this stuff, you know, I'm learning and I'm teaching myself, you know, I'm writing my songs, but okay, now how? How do I move? You know, and the unknown. And nowadays, if you're observing and you're reading and you watching certain business moves in the actual industry you're trying to go in, you can see how to move, because there's a lot of people eating. Even the people that we don't really know, it's a lot of people eating, you know. So it's just a certain way you got to move. So it's a certain value you have to build on yourself. You know, I'm in the midst of building that right now, you know, and getting there. You know, I know it's gonna come with growth, but at the same time, you know, I see the work and the vision at the same time, so that gives me that extra push just to keep, you know, climbing the rock.
Definitely. So what made the recording of No Look different or unique from the rest of what you've accomplished and recorded in the past?
The sounds, the way I even rapped on it, the structure I had on it, the way I even the short verses to the long verses to the really short verses to the hook being you get no looks to no look, and then look, and you know, just different things I was doing in it, and then the choice of sounds that I put in it was similar to like a mixtape track that was very like popular around when I threw that mixtape out. So I used that same kind of sound in there with the trap sound. So it was kind of like people hear me yell like, yo, I heard that, yo, you use that same thing? Yeah, man, you know. Whole big thing starts.
Yeah. Man, have you ever felt like you ever had to compromise anything about your music in order for it to get made?
Not really, because, you know, it's all about what you appeal to and what you're going to open up to. So I would say, like, nowadays music, if you're going to open up to it, you're going to start to like it. You're going to start to like that bounce and certain things. But if you realize that bounce and all of that always been in music. You can hear that in Timberland music. Back in the day, he was doing that bounce for a minute.
Yep.
Old UGK, Pimp C, anybody from the South had that bounce. It was like a little bounce to it. Jay-Z was trying to even emulate it at one point in older days. Nelly had that bounce. It was, you know, it was wild. But now it's just grown into now it's just switching to the be like that main sound, you know. It was just hitting. Now it's like one of them, and people doing a different type of things with it, you know. It's now people was doing different type of things with the boom bap and switching it up. Now they doing different type of things with the South sound and switching it up and doing all this different type of things, you know, mixing the two together. It's the same thing I'm doing. It's all if you love music, and if you love music, you're gonna love the sounds. And it's, oh yeah, that is hot. Oh cool, man. All right, y'all doing this, I'm gonna do this. That's how whenever I hear somebody like Jay Dilla or Timberland or one of them dope producers or Pharrell, Just Blaze, when they talking about how they be in there doing their music, that's exactly what they be saying. Like, oh, okay, yeah, y'all doing this, I'm gonna switch this up. I done heard them say that a couple times, you know, just to put their own flair to it. And you always hear some stuff be sounding like kind of, nah, I can't even say that. You could always tell what's who's who. And that was I love that factor of them, and I always wanted to be a part of that type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you could tell what that is. You know, oh, nah, that's Mikey Smit over there. You know what he doing. But then again, all of them had something that was different, and you didn't know it was them. But then you still was like, dang, that do sound like that. But when you first heard it, you was like, nah, that ain't he make that. Nah. Next thing you know, yep, it's him.
Yep.
So
it's him.
It'd be crazy. I love that factor of music, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So as an indie artist, we often enjoy freedoms that the mainstream don't. But that doesn't mean that we don't run into occasional roadblocks or situations that require some change in order for the music to continue. It happens. And sometimes it's just not, you know, maybe it's not from corporate America, as I like to call it. Sometimes it could just be from, you know, life in general, about a person or a thing or event that happened. What obstacles has your music faced throughout the years, Mikey? And how did you manage to get past it for the music to continue on?
You know, in real life, like, cause some people, when they see you do music, and they only, especially when people that have never saw you before, they see you do music, you become like a low-key celebrity to them. You low-key like, oh, yo, if I saw him, they gonna be like, oh, Mikey Smit, that's you. You know, when they see you, that's what it's gonna be, cause that's what they seeing. And sometimes they don't really know, cause, you know, I'm not one of them dudes that's like out here like videotaping everything, and like, you know, I also like my time to me, you know. So, you know, I feel everybody should have their time to themselves and have they, you know, they peace. They, you know, before social media and all of that, it was that you had that, you was cool. Everybody hit you on the phone. Oh, okay, cool, you know. Other than that, you was chilling or doing whatever you was trying to do. But now that, you know, we got it like this, basically, it's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, did I answer that right? Did I answer that right? Hold up. Say that one more time. Let me make sure.
What I basically asked is, like, how do you manage to get past, like, situations that may prevent your music from coming out?
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Yeah, man, see, I was tripping. My fault, man. But yeah, like in real life, other than what people see on the social media, like in real life, they might not know. At one point, at some point in time, like a couple point in times in my life, I was living in the hotels and motels, you know, just struggling. I didn't have enough money to get off in apartments and do houses. You know what I mean? Mikey ain't really ever had a home, you know, like a house, like you know, one of them big joints or 4-bedroom type joints like that, you know.
Yeah.
You know, apartment to apartment, you know, halfway condo, or you out on the street. You know, I know what that life is about. You know, you ain't got nowhere to go, but you in the street. You know, so either you got enough money to jump in a motel for a few nights, or you sleeping in the car a few nights. You know, it get crazy. But
that it does.
You know what I mean? Through the times, I never like, I mean, it was points and times where I was broke. Like, I felt like I was like, oh, man, I don't want to do this no more. But then I just kept chilling in me like, nah, this is you, though. What else? Bro, like, you already got everything. You got this stuff, nigga. Man, keep going. You know, you gonna be one of them. I hear this voice in the back of my head. You gonna be that dude on that meme that stopped cutting the diamond and you was about to hit the diamond. Bro, man, get up, bro. What are you doing? Like, I'll be hearing that in my head. And when I hear that, I just jolt up. Like, what was I thinking? Like, I'm stupid. Let me chill. You know, God got me. God got me. You know, and every time I latch back up to real life and I hear that, I elevate. You know what I'm saying? Something happened where I just shoot up. Oh, okay, cool. All right, I'm cool. Now I gotta move right. That's where it's at. You know. Basically, keeping that. If it's just in you and you gonna get that, even when you feel like quitting, you're not gonna quit. You're gonna feel like, because you know, if you grew up with something telling you you're gonna be a sucker if you quit, or you gonna be that, it's gonna always be embedded in your head. So
right.
If you set out to do something, that's what you gonna do. You know, if you feel it in your gut, you know that's what you're here to be doing, and that's the reason why you got all the tools that you got, man. What else are you? Don't even think about that. That's a negative thought right there. You're right. So, yeah, and then and through the years, that's another thing. I'm gonna add this. Like, through the years growing up with that same mentality, I had a couple of my friends that I would be seeing doing music, and they would say the same thing I would be saying, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing this and I'm gonna be doing that. And I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm rapping right now, and I would be really, no matter how I was rapping or what level I was at, I would still be out there doing what I was doing and saying what I was saying, because I was like, I meant it. When I was out there, I meant it. I was like, yeah, I tell you I'm doing music, man. I really do this, man. I'm not playing. Come to my house, man. I got the thing laid out, man. What's up? You know. And then when I got in high school, this was before I bought all my equipment. I got in high school because my pop had all the equipment, but I was limited to it because, you know, he really loved it. So that's his stuff. You know, you can't touch it. You break something, and you're gonna be mad at me, and it's gonna be my ass. So
right.
He was like, I'll let you use it, but I gotta be home. I don't want to come here. You on it, you know. So what I did, I did that for a few, and then when I would be in school, I'd link up with other dudes that rap. Then they had, I saw something. I was like, I was already thinking about, because my dad was already telling me, yo, you gotta get your own stuff, you know, if you want to really get down like that. So I went to school, and one of the dudes I was with, he had the host. He had it set up, and it was just a regular PC and a little mic. I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. Oh, he messed up the game. He messed it up. That's it. It was over with. I saw that. I was like, oh, I'm up at home. I was like, yeah, all right, cool. Got me a little program called Acid. Boom.
Mm-hmm. Man, everybody starts on acid. I did too. Acid Pro.
Sony acid, yep. Got that. Started recording myself, and then I started making beats on the MPC, because that's what Pop had. So I was making little things on it. But then when I got to the Sony acid, you could cut and paste different drum kits. So I started taking drum kits, making little beats, and I was getting real creative with it, because I was like, yeah, if I'm going to rock on my own beats, I'm gonna really get wild with this. So that's what I would do that. And then I would make mixtapes. I made like mad mixtapes, and then after that, throughout the years, I was growing. People around me be like, oh man, yo, that's dope, that's knocking, man. Yo, when you get famous, dog, don't forget me. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that. I still hear that. And then when people started telling me that, it just kept growing. And over time, when people started getting older, some of my friends started getting older, their dreams started dying out. And then you could tell, you know what I'm saying? Some people would be mad at the world and then be mad at you for no reason, because you still kicking.
Right.
It's like, oh, dang, man, you still doing that? Like it was a fad or something. Like it was just a hobby out, and niggas didn't get it. Well, excuse me, dudes didn't get it. Like, dog, man, I'm really doing this. What you talking about? That's why if you look on the internet, you're gonna see my name, and like it's an actual musical artist. Like I'm putting in work. I didn't know what you was thinking. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't playing with this when I told you, like, dog, this is what I'm gonna do. But through the years, sometimes when you see them letting go, and you see people that you really got true love for letting go of the thing that you like doing or you love doing, it kind of gets to you in the same way. So it hits you from different angles. Like, you will feel it. But then when other people is not doing it like they were used to do it, you would start being like, oh, dang. But then after you grow out of that and you focus back on why you started, you started in the beginning, you be like, oh, yeah, never mind. It didn't matter in the first place, because when you started, they wasn't there when you first grew that in you, you know what I mean? Just that love when you was in the studio doing that. You said you was gonna put out music and do all that. But then people wasn't even in your mind when you first started. If you're an artist like me, like I wasn't thinking about nobody. When I got to music and people showed me how to do it, and I was, what? This is what this is? What? This is dope. This is my thing. Like, it was just me. And then throughout the years, I guess some people, because I remember this question somebody asked me. They was like, you still, like, he said you still doing this, but then he was like, something like, I can't believe it, or you never gave up your dream, or something like that. And I was like, I don't understand that, though. I didn't understand that question. He was like, I can't believe you didn't give up your dream. And I was like, he was like, yeah, your dream, and you still rapping. And I was like, I don't understand that, though. When I first met you, I told you this is what I'm gonna do. Like what did you expect? Mm-hmm. I didn't did shows and opened up for The Game, the Elzar from Slum Village, Cypress Hill guy, you know what I mean? And I'm still growing, like, I'm trying to make moves, you know what I mean? I don't get it. Like I told you that. So in the back of my mind and my subconscious, when I heard that after going through all of that in all of them years, it was just like a reminder of like, yeah, yo, this is live and kicking. This is real life. I guess this might have been what Prodigy went through, or Jay-Z done went through, or somebody, you know what I mean? One of these, somebody during that span of their career, going into the industry, you know what I mean? Somebody must have went through that. They couldn't believe it. Yeah. I know I ain't the only one, so when I felt that, I was like, well, that is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess that's how, when you really want to do this, that's how life goes. And that sometimes it's going to send you certain messages, curveball at you. That's how I took it. I was like, what? What was on your mind when you was thinking about that? What was on your mind when you felt like you needed to stop?
You're right.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I gotta ask those questions.
You know, I mean, I never felt like I was putting out bad material or something like people didn't want to listen to. Because if I feel like I can't listen to myself, then I'm not gonna put it out to nobody. If I felt like I wasn't like saying something, or if I wasn't somebody that was nice out here, or like really sounding good or in a quality, I wouldn't do anything. If I was sounding like some of these new dudes right now, I don't know how they be putting their music out. I wouldn't do it. I don't care how good it sounds when the engineer mixed it and all of that. What? I'm cool. I would feel like I'm disrespecting Biggie or somebody like that.
Right.
I would feel bad. Like, I would be like, I'm messing up the whole game right now.
Yeah.
And if somebody's getting checks for that, I mean, that's money, you know, but is that what life about? At the end of the day, you still gonna see money if you work harder for it, but at the same time, the fast cake, is that what life about? You know what I mean? What if you get that and you ain't happy? You know what I mean? It's like you got the trophy, but you gonna be happy for a little bit, and then you didn't have a future for what you was gonna do after that. You wasn't thinking about it. You wasn't thinking about after that. All you could think about was getting the bag right now. So you wasn't thinking about what you was gonna do after that. Then everything gotta have is like level up. You know what I'm saying? I would feel crazy if I just leveled up super fast right now. I mean, that would be cool, but at the same time, if I did a song that just blew up right now, I would still be super dead quiet. Like, you know, all of this cash then came in, people calling my phone, I'll be dead quiet. Like, what? Okay. It's time to really get to work, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, now it's really popping. Okay, now let me plan out how I'm going to hit them. Because I'm going to have a bunch of different strategies, but I'm going to plan out who I'm going to answer the phone call for. Next thing, you know, what I'm going to do a certain commercial for, or different things like that. You know, it's going to get like that. When I'm saying it, I can feel that moment, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Because you don't want to get too excited. I feel like if I ever get too excited for something that I really, really want, and it's still at the beginning points of it, then hold up, I done lost myself. Because if you lose yourself, then I don't know if you're gonna be able to steer back into control, just gain momentum right now. You know, gain your peace, get grounded, get into your zone. You did now, so bam.
Right.
Basically, now what? You gonna make classics. You gotta do what Jay did. You gotta do what Nas did. You gotta do what them dudes did. Make classics. Change people's life through music. Everything you're doing, all the papers you're seeing. Like, yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah,
I might turn into a politician, and you know what I mean? You never know. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to even say that with so much different rumors about technology, and people can trace anything you say.
Yeah.
Like if I even say I turn into a politician, he's gonna try to be another Malcolm X. Nah, see, that's too deep. But it's cool.
Yeah. Man, Malcolm X was something different because I don't know. There's so many theories with that because
I feel you.
It came out of his own circle. You know, who's to say who put those ideas into that circle? Now, that's the real question. Where did those ideas come from?
That's true though, because you so right. It wasn't like a Martin Luther King type of thing. It was like it was somebody that was really you know, like I would have to switch that. I would even have to say, like, Malcolm X, that's another different type of meaning to his death. But Martin Luther King, like, I would have to align myself more over to that one, because, you know, he was preaching love, and he was preaching it in such a way that where people was doing stuff to him, like, he would really still sit there and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do nothing to you. You look stupid right now. Look at you, man. Like, we people, we brothers. We supposed to be communicate with each other, not trying to destroy each other. You know, that's what, that boy was cold. Martin Luther King was cold, for real. But at the same time, like, that message, it could, when you really speaking on it, it can really scare people. And they ain't trying to hear it, especially at that moment in time of when he was speaking it. Like, if you speaking now, people will be like a lot more like acceptable of it. Mm-hmm. But then again, you know, some people will be hating on it because they think you trying to, like, it's so much different angles nowadays in these times. You know, it's a lot of scrutiny. I say that it's a lot of that too. But
yeah, people tend to overthink things, I think.
Yeah, in certain ways. Yeah. It'd be wild because you, like, say you the person that's actually dishing out that, and you, Martin Luther King was just trying to preach love. Like, it was as simple as that. Like, if you listen to his word, that's what he was saying. Mm-hmm. But people would take it all the way to different angles, and that's the reason why he got shot. Because people couldn't fathom what he was thinking, like, and the simpleness of what he was saying and how he was thinking. It was so simple that they had to think, like, no, it's something deeper to that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. No, he's trying to gather up his people and they're trying to take us over. You know, that's an outside thought. Bro, I wasn't even thinking about that when I said that. You know?
Right. Yep.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Indeed.
But yeah, Martin, MLK, that's the guy right there. Rest in peace to Malcolm X too. I respect what he stood for too. Because I mean, like, even though at the end of the day he leaned more towards Martin Luther King before he died, because he knew what Martin Luther King was talking about after some shootings happened, and you know he was all about carrying the gun. I felt like you should still protect yourself and carry one, but at the same time, like, why you gotta go everywhere with it? You know, everybody ain't out to get you. Mm. And if you move in a certain way, people shouldn't even feel that energy from you. You know what I mean?
Right.
If they feel that from you, then you moving in a way where you want that problem. You basically, you don't even have to say it, but the way you walk in, your demeanor, you probably moving like, yeah, I want a problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? You probably walking down the street holding it in your waist, like, yeah, what's up? You know, you one of them type of guys. But at the same time, if you just calm within yourself and you know your background, that's why I feel bad for a lot of these rappers that's not really in the streets like that. You know what I mean? Because people is always looking like that, and then you got real dudes in the streets that really want to gun them down or you know what I'm saying, on their gang thing, and want to beef with them just because, like, yo, what you talking like that for? You know what I mean? You really got the strap on you right now? And that man really ignorant out here with his strap on him. You know, he ready to do whatever you saying you doing in your raps. Mm-hmm. And you probably sitting there not. So, you know, sometimes I be feeling bad for these dudes, because when you see them getting beat up or something on YouTube or something, you were speaking, you spoke that. Mm-hmm. You knew you wasn't doing that, but you spoke that. I can understand if rappers was being creative with it, like, because I got in some of the new music, I gotta explain it. I say a line like, forget gun bars, my lines murder like Mason. I'll be the physician, you be the patient. You know, I said that. And my whole thought process behind that was like, you know, you can still be nice and sound rugged on the mic, like you talking about straps and all of that. And I always had that. I always had that momentum, but the way I want to express it in this project as well. I want to like let some dudes know, like, yo, we can rock like this. You know, that's how Rakim was rocking. Like, if you really look at Rakim, he ain't really cuss.
Right.
But the way he was, he ain't really cuss or talk about he was shooting and hustling and all of that. He was talking about the dudes that was hustling and how he was living and how lyrical he is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about his lyrics like they were guns. I can understand that people was comparing themselves to guns. Like, you know, that's a different statement. You know, if you're a lyrical chopper, that's a difference between saying you got a chopper.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, everything has a consequence, and then bam. So that's why like, you know, the way I want to rap is just, I want to be an inspiration also to some people. Be like, oh yeah, you could really do that and be cool. But some rappers is doing that too. I just, you know, I want to keep that going, because it's not a lot of rappers doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
right,
it's like a, for me, it's like that it's a wave of that going on right now. It's a new wave.
Right about that. Yeah.
It's like a new wave of that going on, and I love it. You know, I want to work with like a lot of them dudes. It's real cool, and I feel like Kendrick is a big Kendrick and dudes like J. Cole and them dudes like that, they put a big spotlight on dudes like us. So it's like, all right, we in the game now, we gotta bust it wide open.
Yep.
That's all that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, man. That was a real deep conversation we just had there, man. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah,
all right,
it's cool.
Yeah. All right, listeners, after the music break, we'll be back to put Mikey Smit in our traditional hot seat to hear either some vocals, a poem, spoken word, freestyle rap, where you never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight. So when we come back, we'll find out if Mikey Smit has what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of his true artistry, and we'll be right back. But for right now, we have Mikey Smit, No Look. We'll be right back.
This is all in amusement. Bars push like broomsticks. All my haters in the trash. All that talking won't last. Got me fucked up fast. Don't know the math. Don't know the half. Pressure build but don't last. Got the will, got the energy. Turn anywhere in my vicinity. On the low though. At the time won't brace my face in a photo. No look, 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 like LeBron James pass. Had the whole game gas. She can take but don't ask. She can take but don't ask. Had to say it 2 times. Get it the peace sign. Don't come around and rewind. Don't touch the tape, recline. Hit the tape, out the gate, instigate. Fake, shake, you the Jake, lose your plate. You the 8, disappear, stand clear. No look, 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 no. You get no look, you get no look. Chicken prayer don't make it. Throw it off like I'm ignorant. Chickens fry with flake. They just moving with hatred. Still stuck in the matrix. Shouldn't care, shouldn't say. But I do when it's blatant. Don't look, just listen. No look, 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 no look. Don't look, 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 don't look. I won't ever hit the ground. I won't ever look down. Swear won't work this shit out. Swear won't let it up. Get money, I'ma buy this shit up. God goes on, buy this shit up. One time tryna lock it up. No look, blame fake, up. Mentality and lungs go up. In control, so I'm more droned up. Nobody, I ain't animated up. Nobody, I ain't animated up. 2 times shut the fake up. 2 times shut the fake up. Been working, you just talk up. Keep hoping that it all hold up.
True-noblest.com. Let's go. Hey, stay fit, stay motivated, stay focused. Quality over everything, True Noblest. If you're looking for a brand that's the dopest, something that you can rock, you'll look the coldest. t-shirts, beanies and hats, sweatshirts, even hoodies with a tank to match. You can wear it at the gym or when you run on the track. Need to check the website, yeah, I'm telling you facts. Ayy, True Dash, Noblest, got you looking good, you know this. Take a picture, I mean right now. It ain't just a brand, baby, it's a lifestyle. Yeah, True Dash Noblest, quality over everything. Yeah.
And there you have it, true-noblest.com. Visit them for your t-shirt, sweatshirt, hoodie, hats, tank tops, you name it. True-noblest.com. Before that, we were checking out a track by Mikey Smit called No Look. Very, very dope. Very dope. It was short, but it packed a punch, right? It packed a powerful punch. I like it. So, guys, there's plenty for everyone. The way to true abundance is to reject the scarcity, mentality. Stop dwelling on what you don't have. Instead, focus on what you could have, what you could be. It makes all the difference in the world. Trying to get what you want by taking it from others will never work. Whether your actions are legal or not, you'll always come up short because this zero-sum mentality presumes scarcity. And when you dwell on scarcity, that's what you'll get in your life. Learn to think about an abundance mentality. Every day I wake up, I say, more abundance. I say it at least 10 times in a row. More abundance, more abundance, more abundance. And guys, you can start by being thankful for the things that you do have. Learn to appreciate the beauty around you. Realize that it's not necessary to own or control the sunset or the sky or another person in order for them to fill your life with joy. Understand that you can have lasting success only by providing value and service to others. The more abundance you provide, the more people you provide it to, the more yourself will have. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. All right, fam, and vigilantes, it's that time again. Dini reads your email because I am the lazy reporter. I have no news for you. You could just turn on the TV, right? So, all right, here's one. Dini, why don't movies start at the stated time? Come on, guys, why you don't ask me about anything music related? The music business, I work in it. Okay, I'll answer your question. So, you see, movie theaters are something like gas stations. They don't make the money you think they make. I believe gas stations just make a fraction of a cent on each liter of gas that they sell. But they make a killing on the soda and the candy and all the other junk you buy on the inside. Like buying a hot dog from them is like 1,000% profit, easy. So theaters usually employ 5 to 10 people per shift, which is a fortune, you know, if you really think about numbers and times, numbers times hours, plus wage. They need to sell you candy, popcorn, soda, and other things just to break even. When the last time you've been to the movie? You spent like, what, $36 at the concession stand? I did. And it's like, never again. I'm going to the Dollar Tree and I am going to stuff anything I can in my pockets and I will eat my snack that cost me $1 in the theater. Yeah. So, that's how they make their money from, concessions. They don't make that much profit from actually showing you the movie. they're obliged to show you that movie, even if you're the only one in that theater. So that is why they have so many advertisements in front of the movie. Usually that is where they make almost all their money. But the main reason why movies might start playing 5 minutes later than what they tell you on the billboard is because people come late. They don't sit down right away before the movie starts. They talk, they look at their phone, and so forth. So to sum it all up, it's people. All right, second question. Dini, have you ever met someone only for 2 or 3 days but remember them your whole life? Ooh, that's a real good one. That one is so good, we'll let our guest answer that one. Mikey Smit. My emailer wants to know, have you ever met someone only for 2 to 3 days but remembered them for your whole life?
Yeah, it's possible. Cause you'll see them and every time you see them, if you see them again, you like, oh no. Cause I remember somebody from like years upon years ago when I was a young kid, and I still remember that person till this day. And it's like, dang, man. I know it's a couple people. You can meet a lot of people like that. You can meet a lot of people. Like, I feel like there's a lot of those type of people in this world that when you run across them, it's just genuine. And he's like, what? Yeah, that's a cool dude, you know? And even like, say, how can I put it nowadays? You working at a job, and then you meet somebody. The next thing you know, you probably be there for like a month, and then you get something else, and you out of there. Boom, you might still remember that person like 3 years down the line. You like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, that dude was cool. That was a cool dude right there. Or same thing with college or anywhere on the street. You can meet somebody on like in the neighborhood like that. You know, you might go to your cousin's house and you might meet one of their friends, and one of their friends might become your friend. You know, so yeah, I feel like that's possible.
Yeah, has it ever happened to you?
Has it ever happened to me? Yeah, I'd say like twice. It's like 2 people I could think offhand right now. Yeah.
Cool deal. All right, there you have it, my dear emailer. Keep sending those emails in. You can email me at chatwithdini@onlyonemediagroup.com, or you can send it to the radio station's email address, which is vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. All right, Mikey Smit, you're now in our hot seat. What do you have for us?
I mean, like, I did something last time. I don't know if I should do something this time.
Okay.
I could do something, but then again, you know, I would rather just tell people get ready for the new music, because I feel like it's just this new music that I just put out. You Don't Know Me was just a rebirth of my whole self, and now it's just a whole different thing about to happen right now, because the way it's sounding to me, I'm like, oh yeah, there's so much growth in the music in a way that I'm creating right now. It's just undeniable. So I could say that, and then also peace and love to the world and everybody listening. You know, time is precious. You gotta be happy with yourself first. And then love everybody around you. When you get time with yourself, you have that much enough energy to love everybody around you, even if they did something crazy to you. You still gonna look at that person. I wish the best for you, man. You know, when you do that, like you yourself feel good, and then. Don't do it for the feeling. Do it because you want to do it. Like, you know that's another person like you, and it's not just somebody. You know what I mean? You can't just turn up your nose to everybody. You know, that's just another person like you. You wouldn't want somebody to treat you some type of crazy way. I mean, yeah, it's crazy people out here, but of course you're gonna be able to read those type of people. We all have senses. well, I can't say. Well, we do all have senses. Some people just don't use them. But other than that, it's not wrong with being a good person. It's not wrong with putting good things out. It's not wrong with wanting better than just wanting to be high or just a change and transition in your life. There's nothing wrong with none of that. Nothing wrong with none of that. I could give shout outs. I felt like doing a little inspirational thing was cool. But shout outs, just the regulars. I'm going to always say this even when I be on different stages and award shows. I'm going to be like, shout out to my mom and Solem Gutter, Hala, Lawrence Michaels, my girl, CDC, my folks back east, family, Yin Yang Cartel, every artist that I deal with, keep grinding. And every artist out there, if you're an artist and you're listening, keep grinding, you know what I mean? And if you really love it, like I do, and I just explained in this whole interview, you're going to keep doing it. You're going to find a way. It's nothing. Just hold on to that feeling, that whole little thing you got inside of you. Like, rock with it. That's you.
Dope. All right. Thank you again, Mikey Smit. I look forward to, speaking with you again, hoping our paths cross once again.
Yeah, man. We're going to do that. And then, we always got connection. We can link up. I can always shoot a DM and, figure things out, do things more direct.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it's always I'm forgetting, man. It's always I'm always appreciative. This is a great thing, you know what I mean? I'm always like in awe of doing interviews and the interviewer actually like respecting the music, and doing things like that. But I also wanted to say this. You did say that the song was kind of short. And I'm happy you did say that, because that's another reason why I dig No Look. Because it was meant to be the first song I even put out. But I put out YDKM. But the reaction I got from all of the songs, I was like, why not put out YDKM? So I did that, and I was like, oh, this is dope. People liking it. I got hit up off of it. Then I was like, that makes it even better for me to put out No Look. It gives anticipation. So when I do put out No Look is going to get like, oh, right, yo, that's the joint. From people that didn't heard it or haven't heard it. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened, because when I'm looking at the views on both videos, No Look got more views. And when I go on my Google search, No Look is my #1 song. So it's like, oh, okay, yeah, something happened. Something's going on somewhere in the things. Right. So the reason why I had made it short at first was because I wanted that to be the first song to come out, and I wanted people to say exactly what you said. Man, it was short. I want some more. So then,
right, yeah.
Boom, the EP come out. Boom. Oh, dang. Hey, there we go. It
definitely wants more.
Yeah, it worked different ways. It make you want to go listen to the whole thing. You like, nah, I got to go listen to the whole project now. Like, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, Well, I'm glad you pointed that out. But yeah, I just wanted to explain that right quick.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to theradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre-free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the number one rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.